Hello, ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys, it's Top Cat Ninja, Captain speaking. I hope everyone's good. Come on, son, you know what time it is. No procedure, get a goddamn tea and biscuits ready, son. Hey, I had my mic off just a while ago. Just getting things up and running. Right. You all ready? Right, let's see. That's up, is that right? That's right. How's the sound coming through? Sound coming alright? There we go. Right. Put this up here.
Revelio.
Just have to wait for the right moment. One moment. Watch this.
Ugh! What is this? Someone threw a dung bomb. Let's get out of here.
That wasn't quite the reaction I wanted. Oh well.
Right. What did you hope would happen?
I suppose I hoped it would lighten the mood. Ravenclaws can be a bit on edge the first day of class. I'm Everett, by the way. You seem downright calm next to some of these characters, and you survived a rather harrowing trip here.
I'm glad to be here. Ready for classes to start.
Good. Glad to hear it. Truly, there's no reason to be nervous. Most professors are firm but fair. I mean, not all of the tricks I play are as simple as a tossed dung bomb, and I'm still here.
Wait, did you say most professors are fun but fair?
Ha! I did. But probably best I let you judge for yourself. I do tend to push their limits. I should wander off before someone traces that dung bomb back to me. Nice meeting you.
You too, Everett.
Here's that donut looking for trouble.
Revelio.
Right, let's have a look in there then.
That's just brilliant, Amit. Brilliant. You'd think you could... Ah! That is not how that... Why, hello. Would you like to take a look? Can't see too much in the day. Well, except for stars like Sirius, Canopus, Vega, and Arcturus. I'm Amit. Pleasure to have you in Ravenclaw. Never met someone who's been so close to a dragon before.
Can't say I'd recommend it, frankly. It's nice to meet you, Amit. I take it you like astronomy.
Oh, yes. So much to be learned from the stars. Also, there's something about the open air and night sky above the tower. It's invigorating. You will adore astronomy. Professor Shaw is incredibly knowledgeable.
I hope astronomy's on my schedule. Sounds interesting.
I have good news for you. You are most definitely taking astronomy. It is required for all 5th years. You will be enthralled with the tower. Plus, a quality telescope can show you things you never dreamed of.
I suppose I'll see you in class then.
Yes. Oh, and speaking of class, better get to my first one of the year. Nothing like the smell of fresh parchment, is there? Be seeing you.
Come on, son.
not right either.
That's it. What?
I want him to be in the perfect place. A place he'll be happy with. But I can't seem to find it. Great golden gobstones! I want him to thrive here.
Golden gobstones.
My own little expression. I bought this Dittany seedling from home and I so want him to feel cozy. Dittany is amazing, isn't it? So much healing power in such a little plant. I've a bit of a thing for plants, as you can see. Pleased to meet you. I'm Samantha.
Nice to meet you, Samantha. Is Dittany used in Wiggenweld potion?
It is. Looks like someone's been studying up on their potion making.
Actually, Professor Fig told me about the Wiggenweld potion.
Of course. I heard you were studying with him before term. He's an enigma, Fig. Teaches about theory, yet seems to know a lot about practical magic.
Professor Fig does know a great deal about, different forms of magic.
Well, I hope he told you about more than Wiggenweld. You've lots to catch up on, I'm sure.
Is it common practice for students to grow their own ingredients?
Oh, yes. In fact, our herbology teacher, Professor Garlick, encourages it. And I don't think Professor Sharp, our potions master, cares where you get your ingredients, as long as your brews are all perfect.
An affinity for herbology is more typical of a Hufflepuff than a Ravenclaw, isn't it?
Ordinarily, perhaps, but it runs in my family. We've a full plot of these little fellows back home. I suppose you could say herbology is in my roots.
It was nice to meet you, Samantha. Good luck with your Dittany.
Thank you. And good luck to you too on your first day.
Hey there, new Ravenclaw. Professor Weasley is looking for you just outside. You had best not keep her waiting.
It's that new fifth year. I used to like transfiguration,
Can't
but now it
imagine
seems to be
starting
getting
school
awful
this late.
What's that? We gotta go downstairs? What's downstairs then? Oh, over here, right, okay, but yeah.
My brother caused a lot of trouble at Professor Weasley's.
Your brother's a donut, eh? Here
Good
you go.
morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your...
Mechanic, my man, look at that. He fix
Here you
everything.
are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way.
Come on, Capitanes here, you mean
The
it?
guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore.
Revelio.
I I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Why don't you cast Revelio on this bust and see what details the field guide can provide? Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
Come on, princess, we ain't got no goddamn time to waste. Look at that, took the words right out of my mouth. Go on. Right, not yet, alright. Got the message.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Two main areas, eh? Left side map. Right, what she wants to do? Oh, there's that. Okay. Fast travel, is it? It's cutting corners, this donut.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the Hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak.
Revelio.
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all wizarding village in Britain and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become Aurors. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using... Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Revelio. It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
She caught me off guard. I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well-trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, Why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look. The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Why stay in the common room when you can be outside in the fresh air?
Hey, dear my guy. Hey. Nice to have some people on. Come on, people, let's have it. I hope you're enjoying it. The second time on this one. My guy's a bit lost at the moment. Right, what have we got here? Nothing else? Right. Yeah, it's nice. I'm quite enjoying it actually. Let's see, was it up here? What's this go up here? Hey, my goodness, how you doing? Right, let's see. Revelio. What's he going to reveal? A donut? We've got a guy up here. Look. Up here? Hey! So if we don't get lost, here we go. Up here? There we go. Let's get some fresh air. There you go. Down here.
Revelio.
Damn it. Over here? Well, you can't even jump down the goddamn stairs, look.
What are you up to now?
Well, gonna get into trouble, that's what we're gonna do. Uh-oh, what's happening here?
Is that all you've got?
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it.
You cheated. That's her.
Knowledge.
There you go.
To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing
She's
I
had her
learned as an
Weetabix.
unspeakable is the value of simplicity.
Come on, I said
Especially
it.
in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Hey, how about a few push-ups, sit-ups, eh? Chin-ups. Come on, let's have it. How about that, eh?
Levioso!
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent, as Master Pruitt so artfully helped me demonstrate earlier.
Alright, I've got ya.
Very good, but the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Come on, causing trouble already, god damn it.
I want a fair duel, using only Levioso,
Come on.
basic cast,
How do people?
and Protego. You may begin.
Here we go, we're in trouble now.
This should be easy.
You're good.
How perceptive.
That's some of that, yeah, peanut butter jam. Shut up, man. God damn, okay.
Class, I hope you're paying attention. That is how you cast Levioso.
Here we
Let's
go.
just say I'm a quick learner.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
Look at that Weetabix, know what you've been having. Come on, son.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Ravenclaw.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right. That's enough spectacle for Monday. Class...
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
Revelio.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice. It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
In fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires intention and talent. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
What are you trying to say, son, eh? You had a peanut butter jam, eh?
Unsanctioned? I don't know. School rules are in place for a reason.
Yes, to keep students in the dark. So many things we're deemed unprepared to know. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested.
He's up to no good. Right.
Excellent defensive skills.
How about that? How about that? Huh? Can't even touch her, she's invincible.
Revelio.
You drilled Sebastian. He's strong competition. Well done.
Here's a donut. Come on, son, let's have it.
Huh. Always thought Levioso was for first years. Not anymore.
If you know the right spells, it's dark wizards that'll fear you, not the other way around.
Yeah, peanut butter. Come on. We're going upstairs, people. Come on, there we go. So. There we go, it's locked. Right. Yeah, we're gonna get up there then. He can't fly, he's no goddamn superhero. He ain't got his cape, he left it at
Oh,
home.
nice to see you, my young friend.
Hello, how you doing, my lovely? There it goes. Casanova over there. Come on.
Revelio.
Let's just keep our heads about this. Oh, I'm truly sorry. My older brothers were all sorts.
There you go. What's happening here, my guy? What's happening here, my guy? Can that? What's this? A goddamn toilet?
Revelio. Levioso.
Oh. I supposed to open that then, eh? Come on, who's he trying to con, eh? There's nothing down there. There. Clean up. God damn it. Here it goes. You fixed that one here, eh? You mubbit. Now when it's all busted.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Okay. Oh, hey, let's have a look at this picture.
Revelio.
How am I supposed to get up there then?
Revelio.
What's happening here? What's happening here?
Revelio.
Well, I've got to get outside somehow. Well, a minute, let's have a look here. Wait, did we not do that? Right, let's try and get out of here. Come on, Mr. Donna. Let's get out of the goddamn place. It's full of cobwebs.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Yeah? A few donuts got to spare. How about that? Well, it's sent upstairs. It's going downstairs. Let's have a look. Where's he going? Here we go. Find it.
We sometimes have to remind them to finish the lesson.
How's it going, people? Holy crap, let's have it.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Hello,
much.
I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to year 5 of charms. Now,
There
this
it
will
goes.
be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? Hmm? I am afraid it is too late to study now.
Look at that getting us in trouble
The
already.
summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
That's it, that's that. We've opened that one up.
Accio.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
Come on, someone fight. Spit out. Fresh air, he says.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at your last possible moment. Now, stay focused. Splendid! Happens to the best of us. Very good. Very good. Points to Ravenclaw. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge?
You don't. Does it look like a football to you, my bit? Come on.
You'll be the blues.
Here we
just as
go.
before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Let us see this. That is how it's done.
Alright, you want us to get it further down the goddamn line? Yeah, my bit. Right. Sort this out now.
There we go.
That's it.
Here we go.
Look at that ref, she's cheating.
Nicely done.
Calm this guy again.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
How about a bottle of cornflakes, eh? How about that?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it.
Come on, son, get on with it, eh?
Settles it all.
Here we go, we're in trouble now, boys and girls. Look at that, I got whiplash out here. I break a goddamn record. Come on, son. Here he goes. Yeah, goddamn, gotta be kidding me. Use a goddamn donut, son. Alright, going, people. That. Okay, okay.
There we go.
Here we go, rank it up now. That's it, points me prizes.
Let us see this. Yes!
How about that?
Well done.
Not enough though, we dropped one down. Goddamn sad.
Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
Thank you, but I've been holding my own.
I appreciate your confidence. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
Spells cast without a wand must be less powerful than those cast with a wand.
No, not at all. Wizarding magic cast without a wand is just as powerful. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
Is Wagadu a castle, like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
No, that's download content there, eh?
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use Accio on humans, if you're so inclined.
Well, you'd be
A
using
word,
it wrong
if you
program,
would.
to be
You
precise
wanted
about
to
it.
speak with me, Professor?
You know it won't
I
work
did.
with humans.
I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. From the battles one has lost.
Of course, Professor. It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
There you go, ranking up.
Revelio.
Back downstairs.
Hello. How was your first day coming along?
It's going good.
Hello, Samantha. Nice to see you again.
I wondered how your first day was going. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
Revelio. Revelio.
Off on another adventure, are we?
So many letters arrive every day.
I'm far too afraid of heights.
Dreadful odour? No. Hanging in a...
Awful when they ask you a question now, isn't it?
Revelio.
If Hogwarts survives the reign of this headmaster, I think we should have a moon calf in charge. In trouble, are we?
We can't get in there.
Thought as much.
Revelio.
Hello, kitty.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
What's his goddamn name?
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Deke. Oh my God.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit during your brief detour near... what was it you said? Some ruins? I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
I'm not sure I have time for extra assignments, Professor.
You shall find the time. You'd be astonished to know just how much you don't know. In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
There's an Ollivander's in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon Alley. We're fortunate to have someone like him nearby. Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craftsman and highly skilled wand maker. I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
Can you tell me more about the potions shop, Professor?
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a wide array of potions ingredients, although they rarely sell recipes. Professor Sharp asked that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
I'd like to go with Sebastian.
Glad to hear it. Mr. Sallow is a capable young wizard, and he knows the area. He'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Revelio.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented blue power.
Revelio.
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm, Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
Why must I first complete tasks to learn Reparo?
No lesson or lecture can compare to first-hand experience, and these tasks should provide you with just that. Such experience is invaluable when mastering any new bit of magic.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor. Professor, why must I complete these tasks?
They are meant to give you first-hand experience as you proceed to master new bits of magic. Good luck, and I shall see you soon.
Revelio. This is the right area. I wonder where the flying page is. Revelio. Levioso. Accio. Lumos. Protego. Revelio. Revelio. Levioso. Accio. Got it. Revelio. A flying page must be around here somewhere. Accio. Brilliant. Revelio.
Let's scan in here, god damn it. Right, here we go. Down here. Another one? I'll speak to him now.
I trust the preliminary tasks weren't too much trouble.
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Piece of
Marvelous.
cake.
You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic.
That's it. Got another one? Well, that's to fix things, eh?
That's it. Very good.
Right.
If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
Yeah, damn right. He lost his donut.
Nicely done. Works like a charm, doesn't it?
Revelio.
Come on.
Levioso. Accio.
Okay.
Revelio. Reparo. Revelio. Protego.
Right, this must do something. Let's have a look. No, can't open nothing. Oh, what's this? Nothing.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
I think we'll come back to that later. I don't know what the hell's going on here. Knock, knock, knock. Right, it's a puzzle of some sort.
Accio. Revelio. Accio.
There we go.
Revelio. Accio.
Resource indeed, your field guide.
Revelio.
I'm most pleased to be included.
All talk, if you ask me.
Reparo. Accio.
Nothing beats a leisurely evening.
Revelio.
Wonder what Kagawa thinks of British speaking.
Right, I'm supposed to come down here. Right. Let's go back upstairs.
Revelio. Levioso. Reparo.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Right. So that's the gear that we picked up, is it? Up here? Oh, here we go. What's he got? What's that? An upgrade of a scarf? What's that? To keep him warm? Right outside, is it? Right, how do we get outside?
Revelio. Revelio.
Downstairs. Let's have a look. Okay, so that's going to give us all XP, is it?
Well, fancy meeting you here.
Hello, Sebastian.
Ah, my new charge. I'm told you're in dire need of supplies, and I'm to accompany you into Hogsmeade for them. Is this your first foray into the village?
It is. I haven't left the castle since I arrived.
Well, I shall endeavour to be the very best of guides, then. Hogsmeade's a charming little place. Self-contained, too. We should be able to find you everything that you need. Shall we?
Yeah, it's trouble, that one.
Revelio.
I was glad Professor Weasley asked me to join you today.
As am I. Thank you, by the way.
Of course. You're the only one who's ever bested me in a duel. The way I see it, I'd be wise to keep an eye on you.
My sister organized
Revelio.
Speaking of Weasley, she seems to have taken quite a shine to you.
Has she? That's nice to hear.
I'm still surprised that a professor would entrust me with anything, given my detention record.
Spend a lot of time in detention, do you?
Just enough to keep me well-rounded.
Revelio.
Speaking of detention, this trip to Hogsmeade might have saved me from one.
Glad I could be of service.
Madam Scribner, the librarian, was on the hunt for me, as is often the case. Professor be.
So how did you manage to get on the librarian's bad side?
Well, I suspect it's a matter of differing opinions. She thinks I shouldn't be allowed in the restricted section, and I, on the other hand, am inclined to disagree.
Leviosa. Accio.
Oh,
Revelio.
Just one moment. This is an excellent spot to gather lacewing flies. They're pretty to look at. If you stew them long enough, they make a powerful potion ingredient.
He missed.
Merlin's beard from the Forbidden Forest. Look!
What's going on?
Leviosa. Quite a sight, isn't it? You certainly don't see that every day.
Revelio.
he's already seen the hippogriffs?
You've seen it, Donna. How about that?
Likely already named them too.
Come on.
To the left is the Forbidden Forest. Out of bounds to all students.
Oh, hence the name.
Precisely. They think it's too dangerous. I think they need to have more confidence in our defensive abilities. Ah, you can see Hogsmeade just past those ruins up ahead. Have you had much of a chance to explore the castle?
A little. It's positively enormous.
It is that. I've been there 5 years and barely scratched the surface. Loads to see, places to discover.
Oh? Any you'd like to share with the class?
Perhaps one day. I can't go around telling you all my secrets now, can I? You still haven't told me how you became so good at dueling. I've always thought Kestrel's pulling a carriage a bit grim. Though I suppose most people don't actually see them at all. But you can see them. Unfortunately. But you've seen quite a bit yourself firsthand too. Most notably that dragon attack. Hopefully the rest of your year isn't as eventful.
Come on, people, how's it going? Get tea and biscuits, go and roll up. Let's see, there's something there.
I'm glad I don't have to stay in the castle.
Mr. Moon! He's the Hogwarts caretaker. Looks a bit worse for wear. Hello, Mr. Moon. Have you met our new 5th year?
Pleasure. You might want to turn back, Mr. Sallow. Turn and run.
Is everything all right, sir?
Oh, look right at me. Eyes big as saucers.
Levioso! What did
Lumos,
Mr. Moon?
reparo. Demi guys. Ugly and airy and terrifying. I shall be at the castle where it's safe. Good luck to both of you.
A demi-guise? I don't know what he's putting in his pumpkin juice, but he's obviously had too much of it. I've never seen Mr. Moon in such a state. Mr. Moon is quite the character. My sister Anne thinks he's lovely, but I'd say he could improve a bit as a caretaker.
Oh, is your sister in Slytherin too?
She is, or rather, she was. She's not well at the moment, but she'll be better soon and back at Hogwarts.
Who the hell are these donuts? Where's the gummage?
Revelio. Honestly, if one could bottle the magic of this place. I don't know if it's the shops or the people, but there's just something about Hogsmeade. We all flock to it like moths to a flame.
Oh, what's in there? Come on, son, we got hide in here.
Revelio. Levioso. Accio. Lumos. Reparo. Revelio.
That secret place.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
Is that it?
Revelio. Accio. Levioso.
Carol used to got the hump.
Revelio.
So how would you like to do this? Weasley told me you had a list of things to get, a wand and some other bits.
Yes. Dittany seeds, some spellcrafts, and some potion recipes.
Perfect. Can't wait to see what you do with the new wand. And a short list gives you plenty of time to poke around the village. I just have to pop into a shop to find something for my sister. Let's meet up in the town circle when you're finished. Remember, have fun. It's Hogsmeade.
Okay, all the stuff's here, is it? Okay. Right, anyway people, I think that's it for now. Hope you had fun. I hope to catch you on the next one. So that lovely note, take care and be happy my people. Right, we'll carry on next time.